What's up, you guys? It's me, Grummer Man, out here in this crappy Idaho weather, making another video. Today, I'm making a video about all the mods I've done to my bike so far. Just riding to a nice dry spot where I can record, not be bothered by anybody or by the rain, and then I'll pick it up there and show you what I got going on. Alright, and we're back. I found a pretty decent spot to block us from the rain down here. I am right next to the Snake River, and we will go over everything I've done to my bike. I've kind of broke this down into a few different sections for ease. I'm probably going to have timestamps and descriptions and links for everything. I'll probably even have some stuff on screen that'll pop up while I'm talking about it. First though, we're going to start with the aesthetics of the bike, since it's going to be something you're going to be looking at the entirety of the video. I've got a list here of everything so I can make sure I don't forget anything as well. So we'll start from the front here. First thing, I have a yellow tinted high beam. I just like the way it looked with the bike. I think it looks pretty sweet. Let me turn on the lights here actually so you can check it out. So there it is, high beam and low beam. If we switch it off, you can see there's still like a little strip here that stays lit up, so that looks pretty sweet. I also got these flush mount blinkers on the front here. I don't know what brand they were just some cheap Amazon brand. I'll have a link for it in the description. They work alright. I have the CRF50 front fender here, and I just have it bolted up to the bottom of the headlight assembly here. I'd like to get an actual bracket made so it sits on there better, but it works alright. Obviously this isn't a stock Grom color, so I had it repainted by Steve Quintana in Idaho Falls. He gave me a pretty good deal for it. The color I chose is actually off of a Subaru Crosstrek. It's called Cool Khaki Gray. I saw one of these driving around in town and I loved the color, so I decided to paint my bike that color. I also did some sticker bombing on the side of it here. I just got like a bunch of stickers off of Instagram, various hentai and ahegao stickers from a bunch of different Instagram accounts, so I'll try and maybe list all of those in the description. I don't know if I'll be able to remember them all, but it turned out pretty good. I like the way it looks on the bike. I get a lot of compliments for it, even though it's kind of a weird thing to have on a bike. I have this one here on the gas tank too, fill me up. I thought that was pretty funny. I have the MZS bar end mirrors. I got these on Amazon as well for pretty cheap. They work pretty awesome. You can adjust them however you want with, you know, all these various bolts here. You can twist them around, flip them, have them lower, have them higher, however you want them. They were pretty good. I like them. Probably not very good for a stunt bike, to be honest though, because if it goes down, those are probably going to break, but I think they were like 15 or 20 bucks. And then last thing aesthetically that I did was I have this integrated rear tail light here. I'll go ahead and turn on the key real quick here so you can see it. I'll go underneath the 12 bar. So that's what it looks like. I'll go ahead and turn on the blinker so you can see the pattern. It's got kind of a cool pattern to it as well. See? Looks pretty sweet. Alright, so next, we're going to talk about the internals and any kind of performance mods I've done. I haven't really done much performance-wise, but I did do some internal work for stunting, because this is a purpose-built stunt bike. I went ahead and did the airbox mod. That's pretty much everybody's first mod since it's a free mod. You just kind of gut some of the stuff in there and it lets it breathe a lot better. Next mod I did, I have the 6-shop billet clutch plate with 3 stiffer springs. That helps the clutch keep grabbing even when the bike's kind of getting warm. Here it helps a lot. I was having a little bit of clutch fade when I was first learning last year, and I haven't had any of those problems this year since I've put the bike back together. So another thing I've done is I also did the Zabfab Takagawa modified oil pump. And it's got a pickup tube that goes to the back of the engine, so it can still pick up oil when you're doing wheelies, and so I don't have to worry about oil starvation and blowing up my bike. Alright, that's pretty much it performance wise. I do have another exhaust I throw on here. It doesn't really help performance though, because it's still the stock header, but it's an FMF pipe. I like to use the stock one because then you can do wheelies wherever it's nice and quiet. I did change out the bars to Pro Tapers. I have the KLX 110s. I also have Pro Taper grips here. They're the pillow top grips. I have the Z&Z crash cage. Z&Z Custom Designs, that is, sorry. I think it's the old style is what they said it was on the website. The newer one just kind of has like a single one that comes out instead of the two. I did wrap it in some pool noodle material because I kept hitting my shins on them. It is ugly, I know, but it hurt a lot to hit my shins, so that helped a lot with that. Another thing is the bike is sprocketed, which I will talk about later. So I have the 12 O'Clock Labs Speedo DRD to help make sure my speedometer is accurate, so I'm not speeding or going too slow or whatnot. Another thing I did was I got a new set of controls here. I don't know how to pronounce them. I found them on Amazon. Like I said, I'll have links for these. They're pretty cheap. I think it's like 10 to 15 bucks for this, but it's a lot smaller than the stock one because the stock controls are like this size but over here, and it makes it hard to mount your clutch and your handbrake. So most people just run their controls over here or right here, or you know, they do something else, but I like being able to have my controls right where I needed them. My high beam, low beam, left and right, horn, you know, everything's right there. So it still functions as a daily driver bike, which I do use as a daily driver as well as a stunt bike. Alright, the last section, everything else that I did stunt-wise came in a stunt kit from 402 Innovations. I don't want to talk too much about them because there's a lot of drama involving them in the stunt community. Had I known about some of this drama, I might have went with another brand at the time, but unfortunately I did already buy this and have it installed once I found out about all the drama going around with 402. I do plan on eventually replacing some of the stuff with maybe like a KevTech or something, but we'll talk about that in a later video. I'll just tell you what I have right now. So the 402 stunt kit comes with the rear sub cage. It seems pretty strong. The welds are okay. I've definitely seen better. The fit and finish of it, like paint wise, seems alright. The grip tape hasn't peeled up or anything, and it seems pretty grippy. These plastic end caps seem to hold up, although on my friends one of them did pop out, and we popped it back in, no problem. I do like that it comes with this LED light bar here, since you can't see the tail light when you're sitting behind me like that. I'll go ahead and turn on the bike again so you can kind of see it. So that's just the normal running lights. There's the brake, and then we'll turn on a blinker. You can see it. So I do like that. That is definitely handy to have. It also the kit came with a full rear handbrake setup, and it's not just a T-line. It is an actual separate caliper and everything. I'll show you everything about that. It has an Adalin master cylinder. It's adjustable. I like it. Works pretty well. It comes with the line that you run down through the bike, and then there's just this cheap basic bracket here. Honestly, this bracket could have been reworked to be way better. They should have kind of cut this down right here so it was easier to access the adjustment nuts there. And then they could have had a small cutout right here so you could see your adjustment notches for your chain. Because on this side, if you look, there's the notches that you can see. It has those same things on this side, but you can't see them now because of the bracket. So it works, but it definitely has its drawbacks. And then it comes with this caliper. I think it's off of like a Ninja 636 or something. I'm not really sure. It works pretty good. It grabs really well. I've had no problems with it, honestly. And the next thing the kit came with was this one finger clutch. Works pretty well. It's adjustable at how far in you want it to sit. I really don't have much to say about it. It works pretty well. I have it right where I want it to sit. It took me a few tries to kind of figure out exactly where I want it, but I think I've got it in a good position where I like it and I can easily access everything. Another thing that is nice about this kit is it does come with these rear set savers, so you can still use your stock rear sets and protect them and not have them break off when your bike goes down. It'll just hit these and break them instead of your rear sets. The kit also came with a front sprocket and a rear sprocket and a new upgraded chain. It comes with both a 13 and a 14 front sprocket and then a 37 tooth rear sprocket. I'm using the 14 on the front and the 37 with that chain, and it works really well. Your top speed is probably going to be, I think, fully revved out is going to be like 62 miles an hour. I was only able to hit about 60 or 61 on the highway, but the speed limit on the highway is 55, so it works for me. You're not going to be taking a Grom on the freeway anyway, so that's not really a problem. And that's pretty much all the mods I have done to the bike, actually. I've really enjoyed it. I'm sure there's going to be more to come, but that's just everything I've done right now. If I do anything else or if I upgrade anything else, I'm sure I'll make a video about it. But if you want to find any of the stuff I have described in the video, I'll have a link in the description for you so you can find it and buy it for yourself. Thanks for watching and take care, guys. Man, Idaho's weather. This is some bull.